What is the worst summer blockbuster?
Oh boy, worst summer blockbusters. Let's get into it. I don't care what other Star Trek movies or property that is even worse than this, as a casual Star Trek fan, nothing will ever be as truly terrible as Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. You have William Shatner, the OG Captain Kirk, directing this, and you couldn't have come up with a decent story here. Not only that, I feels like he's just phoned it in as a director and he phones in his performance. There's some entertaining moments to be had, but it's very few and far between. Not even the villain or cast can save this train wreck. Will Smith and Jaden Smith teams up for another movie after Pursuit of Happiness. Should be awesome, right? And no, it wasn't. Because you wasted both Will Smith and Jaden Smith on a nothing burger of a sci-fi movie that has nothing much for me. I know some people find it a guilty pleasure, and this is easily the worst movie, the second worst movie directed by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm a sci-fi fan, I'm a fantasy guy, and this easily should appeal to me. But it's just not a good movie. At least you have a good few memes out of it. And Cypher Rage, that's a badass name. Slender Man. This movie, I still remember in 2018 how annoyingly angered I was after this movie was over. No one was asking for a Slender Man movie. If you were gonna do a movie about the Slender Man, you should have did it when the Slender Man was still hot. And not only that, for the longest time, this was the worst thing I'd ever seen Jazz Sinclair in, to the point where I did not want to watch anything else with her. At least until recently with When the Bow Breaks, and also seeing that she is a capable actress in Gen 5. But if this was the only thing I ever saw her in, still, I would tell you she's one of the worst actresses, especially of color, ever. But it's a waste of her, Joey Keane, and everyone's talent. The Slender Man looks cool, there's some interesting shots, and the cast tries, but that's it. Transformers: The Last Night. 6 fucking editors. Multiple times where the aspect ratio changes, and you couldn't have the DC to have a good story behind it, and you're messing with the fucking timeline of your own franchise. This is easily the worst summer blockbuster I've ever had to sit through. And I didn't see it when it came out. I saw this shit during the pandemic. It took everything in me not to shut this movie off when I first watched it. And I almost wanted to shut this bitch off when I watched it. But I sat there and watched it so I could review it during the pandemic. And it is one of the best videos I've done on my channel. I'm very proud of that. But this movie fucking sucks.